447. That is the number of videos I've published across 2 YouTube channels, and that is a lot of content, and each one has played a part in transforming my life one way or another. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 powerful ways that publishing this many videos on YouTube has changed my life for the better. And my hope is that by the end of this video, you'll be inspired to dive headfirst into content creation. And just as it has positively impacted my life, I believe it can do the same for yours as well. See, like many creators, I started YouTube as a hobby. I wanted a platform to share my voice and to connect with other people. But what started as a passion project quickly became so much more. And I quickly realized that many of the bigger YouTubers I followed had managed to create substantial income. They managed to quit their jobs and drastically improve their lives by just posting videos online. And what I'm about to say might sound a little bit cocky, but hear me out. I realized that some of the YouTubers weren't necessarily smarter than me. They just stuck with it for a long time and they found success. And this is true for so many professions, but I wondered if I could do the same thing with something that I naturally enjoy, like speaking in front of the camera, for example, how much could my life change? So fast forward 3 years and 2 YouTube channels later, I've published over 400 videos, 447 to be precise. I've quit my 9-to-5 job and I've lived in 4 countries as digital nomad. Now, I think there has to be a correlation between publishing that many videos and achieving time and financial freedom, right? I certainly think so. And after examining the connections, I've identified 3 key ways that publishing on YouTube has changed my life. 1 is career development, 2 is financial gain, and the 3rd one is personal growth. Now, first of all, let's talk about career development. See, I spent over 6 years in university getting a degree in nested management because I was told that that was the way to go. But 2 years into my degree, I realized that it wasn't for me. And for years, I struggled to find my purpose. And although I knew I wanted to make money through entrepreneurship, I didn't exactly know how to navigate it. So I did a simple exercise. I wrote down everything I enjoyed doing that also had the potential to make money. For example, in high school, I represented my school in debate competitions and I even won the best lead act for 3 years during our annual celebrations. And so public speaking was never my problem. So when I realized I could apply this skill as a YouTuber and potentially build a business around it, I knew that's what I wanted to do. But loving the idea of something does not necessarily mean that you'll be good at it right away. And that was my reality for the first few years. So I've quit many times, I've burned out, and my videos looked terrible when I started. And I wasn't clear on what my content was or who my audience was supposed to be. But just like starting anything new, it requires a lot of patience. So by consistently publishing videos, I've honed my critical skills like writing from scripting my own videos, strategy thinking, because coming up with good video ideas is hard work. I've improved my storytelling, my video editing, my negotiation from working with brands. And these are specialized skills that take years to master. But being a creator meant that I had to be a jack of all trades and I had to master them all, or at least to some reasonable extent. And now publishing the volume of content that I have has made me extremely versatile to the point that I'm fairly confident even if I left the creator scene today, I'd still have some skills that will be valuable to most employers. So I challenge you today to just press record on your camera. If you've been putting it away, you will not regret it. And at worst, you'll walk away with something valuable, a valuable skill that is useful to the marketplace. Now, the second way that publishing on YouTube has changed my life is through personal growth. See, doing something new will challenge you in so many different ways. It will break you, in fact. You will question your own competence and your value to the marketplace. It will humble you, but most importantly, it will lead you down the path of growth. For example, I didn't outsource my video editing until my 448th video, and I still design my own thumbnails. I write my own scripts, and now for the longest time, I shied away from using a teleprompter because that's just another thing I had to learn. But once I started using it, I realized that it was not as hard as I thought, and I quickly got used to it. And the same is true for any new skill you have to learn. And with YouTube, boy, you will have to learn a lot of new skills. And with learning new skills all the time, growth becomes inevitable. For example, having an upload schedule of Mondays and Thursdays mean that against all odds, I have to get a video out, and even if it means staying up all night and getting it done, that's what I have to do, and that's some level of discipline that you get in order to have a successful career as a creator. My thought process have improved a lot, my writing has gotten a lot better, and my delivery is much more advanced than the average person's because this is what I have to do every single day and I have to do it well. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what publishing 447 videos does to you. Now, finally, publishing this many videos has gotten me out of the 9-to-5 rat race, and it gave me some degree of financial freedom. Now, if you look at my bank account, I'm not saying you find a boatload of money, but not having financial stress is hardly about what's in your bank account either. It's about having enough and living according to your means. You see, when I quit my job in January 2021, it was probably the most nerve-wracking thing I've done up until that point. But that gave me the freedom to pursue my goal of creating an income online. And by the end of April of the same year, I'd made in 6 weeks what I would have made in 3 months, working 12-hour days, 6 days a week, all powered by a small but growing YouTube channel at the time. I've been able to work with brands. I've made thousands of dollars talking about the product I use and that I love. I've got clients from just answering specific questions on YouTube videos. I've booked consulting calls and so on and so forth. Now, I wish I could tell you that I've made all the money that I need. I'm not even close to that. And I'm still hungry for more. But this is a journey that I'm happy to be in as long as I find it fulfilling. The time and location freedom that I already have, man, that shit is priceless. So if you're watching this right now and you've been thinking about it, thinking about creating content, publishing on YouTube, stop the procrastination and just start. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. And the next best time is right now. I made a video that you can watch right here on the screen here where I talked about how I would build a personal brand online, build a digital product empire, and create financial freedom. And I think that video was a good place to start. So go watch it right now. If you love this video, I invite you to join the tribe and subscribe down below. Hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section as well, and I'll be sure to get to them as soon as I can. Again, my name is Daniel, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.